Hello and welcome back. My name is Hamed and this is my channel where we explore the intersection of science, business, policy, consulting, all the non-traditional pathway for scientists. So if you're interested in this, do subscribe and let's journey together. And thanks for doing that. You are here because you are in science, doing your MSc, PhD, or you're in postdoc. Right, cool. Let's take a moment to reflect. As a scientist, how do you see yourself? How do you perceive yourself? As a problem solver, an innovator, a creator of opportunities? The first two, most definitely. You problem solve. You are innovative, yeah. Do you create opportunity as well? You're wondering. That word itself, opportunity, has different meaning when a scientist uses the word and when non-scientists use the word. I'm talking about bigger opportunities. Like, say, you have your science, you've mastered the skills, you've done the masters, the PhD, you've conducted series and series of experiments, you have experience. So all of this experience, your PhD, your postdoc, they create opportunities, even if you haven't realized it yet. Have you thought about it? Like, have you kind of pause and think about the opportunities that you are capable of creating with this knowledge, these skills, this exposure? Have you considered the business side of science? I guess it's time for us to dig deeper so we understand why it is so crucial for us to broaden our perspective and horizon. We start thinking beyond the traditional path. In case you do not know, let me tell you, science itself is a creator of business opportunity. Some still do not like to hear the word, like here you mention science and then talk about business. Science itself is a creator of opportunity. Science not only solves problem, it solves problem, create opportunity that benefit humanity and that yield profit. Take for instance the mouse model, the lab or research mice. No one cares about breeding them. No one cares about buying and selling them or keeping them for what? No, who is going to buy? No one cares about these mice until scientists start using them for research. And it is worth millions and millions of dollars. That's a business opportunity. Job opportunity, business opportunity created by science. Yet young scientists still feel somewhat kind of disconnected from anything business or commerce related. Oh, wait. Have you for one paused to consider the monetary value of your lab, like the costs that go into the making of just one single paper, or the cost of the equipment? I will use the term asset. Your lab itself is an asset, but that term is not often used in science. Like your lab, the equipment, the microscope. Have you kind of considered the monetary value of that? You see, as scientists, we spend money, time, brain, energy, everything to create opportunity, to create, even though you as a scientist might not call it business opportunity, but they are actually business opportunity. You solve a problem, you create big opportunity. Yet we do not explore this opportunity and we do not want to hear about them, or really we kind of feel indifferent, like, what are you talking about business? No, I'm a scientist. Yeah. You need money to make good science, and that's why all of these things that are connected to science are important, like the business side of science, finance, policy, consulting. All of these, they matter. The good news is I'll be here. I'll be sharing that with you as I learn. The other good news is this less talked about pathway are gaining recognition and becoming appreciated even by government. As you can see, the role of scientific research in driving business innovation. So now tell me, why don't you want to talk about business? Or why don't you want to understand business? Or why don't you want to consider, the business side of science? So, and the government are there ready to support big science, big business. But are you a PhD student, master's, postdoc? Are you as a scientist, are you ready? Are you ready to explore this less, followed pathway? Are you ready to explore new knowledge? If you are ready, I've got you covered. Well, let me quickly clarify something. I'm not opposed to traditional pathway. I'm not opposed to that. In fact, I'm doing a PhD myself. So, and I believe that being a scientist is like you having a master key. Yet only use that key to open one door, whereas there are several other doors of opportunity beyond the one door you are opening. So we shouldn't miss out on these bigger opportunities or opportunities. Consider Dr. Helen, a senior lecturer at UCL, who took science beyond the lab to found Fertility Health, a biotech in London. This company raised over £2 million through equity crowdfunding in 2023. Mind you, this is a PhD holder in stem cell biology, teaches, conducts research, and a CEO. How does that sound? Okay, but to do this, you definitely know that this is beyond the knowledge of the lab. You need a good understanding of business and how it relates to your science, to understand the market, the demand, the problem you are solving, the value, etc. And that's why we're talking about this thing. But I do really know that not everyone will take this path. So I'm not saying you shouldn't take the traditional pathway if that is what interests you. Cool. But I want to encourage you as an MSc student, a PhD, a postdoc, to embrace new knowledge. Embrace new knowledge outside the lab knowledge. You have the skills, you have the experience. Embrace business knowledge, consulting, policy, so you can turn your great science into, great goals. Now let's talk about some current opportunities. Here you are. Here's one of the opportunities I'm talking about. So if you want to explore the non-traditional pathway in science, this is for you. So ICURE is a pre-accelerator program for researchers, PhD, postdoc, etc. And it's designed to help explore the commercial application and then the commercial potential of your research. So in case you're wondering, what is accelerator program? Well, these are the things that I'm going to cover in subsequent video. All of the jargons, all of the terms in science, in business, consulting, policy, we're going to cover that. But for the sake of this video, accelerator program are mentorship program that provide training on how to develop, grow, test, and expand your business idea and connect you with investors. So for this very program, the ICURE, which is it's opened already and it's going to close in the 19th of March. So I'll paste the link for this program so you can see the full details on how to apply. But here are some things to note for this program. So it's a 12-week program, meaning before you apply, be sure you have the 12 weeks to commit for this program, and then you'll be trained and you'll be supported. It's a cohort program, and all of you will be trained on how to transform your idea, your commercially promising idea, and then you'll be trained on how to identify the opportunities in the market and how to market your product, and then you'll be linked with potential investors. So you can get up to 35,000 funding for this program. At the end of this program, and then you explore the commercial potential of your research. It's going to be a 4-day boot camp and a 12 to 14 weeks of market discovery and support to test the market assumptions, of whatever product you've developed. It's actually a fantastic program, and like you have noticed, it kept saying things like commercially promising this and that. This is to tell you that as a scientist, this program is for scientists. As a scientist, you shouldn't just disconnect yourself from the business side of science. You need it, and you need to learn about it. It will help you. When you get to learn about business, you get yourself, you try to connect the dots between science and business. When you get opportunities like this, it will be easy for you. You won't find a problem in applying, in exploring it. And business world. So that's it. So you can apply if you this program is for people in the UK, irrespective of your nationality, but you have to belong to a research team. Like, you have to be a scientist doing a PhD. Here is another opportunity, and this is an incubator program where you'll be exposed to science consulting at the Merck Group. Is it Merck or Merck, whichever? So the Merck Group, it's one of the oldest and largest multinational science and technology company. Well, if you have been working in the lab and ordering some chemicals, so you sure must know Sigma Aldrich. Sigma Aldrich is one of the subsidiary of Merck, huge company. In 2020, this company has a revenue of about more than 17 billion euro. Have this program, actually they have two opportunity posted on the website, several actually, but these two are the one that concern us the most. So the first one is the global in-house training consulting, and that is the incubation one, a kind of incubator one, where you develop your talent and exposed to science consulting in the industry. I mean, the life science industry, the healthcare and pharmaceutical industry. You'll be trained by you have mentor in the company, and you'll be exposed. You understand how the Merck company itself operates. You understand the company strategy. So basically, you're going to be trained on strategic and management consulting for life sciences, pharmaceutical, and like that. So it's a 24-month program. The first year you'll be trained, work on some project, and the second year you become more independent. Yeah, that's it. So it's a cool program. And the second program here, the second opportunity is associate in-house consulting. The requirement is also an MBA or PhD, which for you, but this is for those who don't mind going to South Korea. But one thing I highlighted in this advert is it says you must have a demonstrated interest in business and consulting, and this is why this video is important. The series I'll be doing a subsequent video. You see, PhD students or postdoc, etc., they've started thinking of alternative career outside of academia, but the preparation for this career is not enough. Like, you have the skills, you have the science, you have everything, but for this career they need some other skills. They have some other requirements outside of your lab experience. For example, understanding of business, understanding of consulting, policy. How do you get that? So that is why I'm making this video, and hopefully I will make a series of videos to explain some of the jargons and some of the terms, and how you can get yourself familiar, become familiar with these terms and how all it entails. So this is very important for scientists, young scientists, masters, PhD, etc., not to disconnect themselves from business, because you feel like you want to consider alternative career, but you are not prepared for this career. It's never too late. We can learn and share together, and explore this business opportunity, consulting, policy together. So yeah, give a try. I'm going to post the link for this opportunity as well in the comment section. This brings us to the end of this video. Until I see you again, until you see me again in my next video. Let's keep learning and exploring the intersection of science, business, policy, consultancy, and consulting, and all of that, and we'll grow together. So in my next video, I'll be talking about some of the terms used in consulting, business, and science policy. So we get used to these terms. These are not big things, but yeah, I'll do the assignment. You just listen and we grow together. Thank you again. Do subscribe.